What's up guys, it's Nick here. This is a new laptop that I've been working for like 6 months or something. It came in the mail and I waited to go to my man Dave's house to open it, so here we go. Oh yeah.
Whoa. Life changing.
Honestly. Whew. This thing is spicy. Alright, come on, I've always wanted to do this with a knife. I'm gonna open this up. Get it all nice and done. And honestly, Dave, I'm also gonna be setting this up here at your house. Like, I brought my other laptop too, with hard drives and everything.
Nice. USB.
Yeah. Alright, don't judge me, I'm stuck with this. But, alright. Got ourselves some paperwork. Have to blur that out. Ooh.
Is it heavy?
No, sir. Alright, I'm gonna go over some ports real quick, because that's fun. Just got classic MagSafe, the thing that makes Apple MacBooks revolutionary. These are Thunderbolt 2. This is USB probably 2.0, I'm gonna say. Got your headphone jack. On this side, got HDMI, SD card slot, another USB port. And this thing is relatively thin. And in the box, it comes with your standard charger, of course, because, you know, that'd be nice. Don't mind the sketchy Chinese labels, because this is an off-brand one. I don't plan on using that. I'll use the one that I already have right from Apple. I brought the old laptop here, that one that's like ancient. First off, can I just see how much more thick it is? Like, snazzy. But basically, what I want to do is, I'm going to, well, first I have to plug this in, because I highly doubt it came charged. But, ooh, ceremonial. Damn, that is awesome. So yeah, I'm gonna plug this in, and then I brought a USB stick. Or the USB stick in case I gotta make a clean install of the OS, so I can do that. I got my hard drive in here, so I can move files from this one to this one. And I'm doing it this way just so I can kind of select what I want and not just restore this whole computer on this one. And obviously I got my own charging cord that's right from Apple, so that way I ain't gotta worry about that Chinese thing blowing up. Now what I'm gonna plug this into the wall, see if it has any charge to it. But this might not be a cheap Chinese one, because there's this Apple engraved logo, but they changed the charging port. They changed the charging port, so I can't use my old MagSafe one, but whatever, here we go. So I will plug this in to the side, plug this right here. Alright, so it's green. Alright, that means it doesn't have any battery on it, but that's fine. Now if I turn it on, ooh.
Whoa.
Alright. Now, to go over the specs one more time for you, because I know I've done that a whole shit ton, but this here is the 4th generation quad-core i7 clocked at 2.6 gigahertz. You can turbo boost it up to 3.8. But luckily with Mac OS, they handle this so it automatically turbo boosts and everything. It has the NVIDIA GeForce GT 750M 2GB model for graphics card. That's the top of the line graphics card for its time. It has 16 gigabytes of DDR3 1600 megahertz RAM. It has a 512 gigabyte, I believe it's a PCIe SSD. Alright, so now I'm gonna set this up. Brother. Sit in the office chair for this one. Now I'm gonna set this up. Let's see. I live in the United States. So now I'm not gonna transfer any information over because I just want to kind of have a clean, fresh. And this here is what we get greeted with. So it looks like it's running. We are running High Sierra. Looks like. I'm just gonna get this thing fully set up with everything that I need, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right. This has actually been about a month since I filmed that unboxing sequence, but we are here. Laptops behind me. I don't know if you can see both of them. Yeah, we're gonna do a little comparison through video editing. We're gonna be doing some export tests. Startup tests is actually one of the main things. I will put some screenshots of all the specs on screen now of these computers, just so we can all get on the same page. But basically, 2013 MacBook Pro, 2009 MacBook Pro. Let's get into it. All right, don't mind the filthiness of the screen, but let's get into it. So 3, 2, 1. And they're off. So this one actually has a 512 gigabyte PCIe SSD. This one has a 5400 RPM hard drive that's about 300 gigabytes. So as you can see, this one freaking clobbered this one, because obviously the speed of SSDs are so much faster than your optical drive. I'm actually just gonna time lapse how long this one takes to boot up, so let's do this. what was it, like almost 3 years that 2009 MacBook Pro was the daily driver, but we are finally done. All right, let's log in. And one thing to note, 2009 MacBook Pro over there, that one actually takes so much longer to like start up and be usable just because of that hard drive, you know, it's like getting all spinning and stuff, you know, it's got to get up to its full potential so it can operate properly. But this one's ready to go right when it starts up just because of that pure SSD speed. Alright, let's get into some simple app launching. We're just going to start with ScreenFlow because Final Cut isn't supported on this computer. So let's start with ScreenFlow in 3, 2, 1. Alright, and they're off. Did that not... That can open? Oh, it's opening. Alright. Okay, as you can see, easy. First dubs, nothing to worry about with this one. But with this one, we're going to be here a while. Just... bear with me, guys. And one thing I actually gotta do first is transfer this project that's still on this one over to the new one so we can get like a kind of timeline smoothness, export times, things like that between the two. So I'm just gonna be using my external hard drive, which is what I back all my videos up on. So I'm gonna do that right now. And now another thing I'm actually looking at is just the pure screen difference between the two. Like this one, like this new one here is so much more higher resolution. It's so much more sharp. It just looks so much better, and the bezels are actually thinner on this one. But definitely though, this screen right here, you can see individual pixels. The colors aren't great. That's just 4 years of technology advancement right there. So what I'm gonna do with this project is I'm actually gonna move it onto the physical SSD of this computer just so I can kind of get some sort of even playing ground because the project will be natively running on this computer on its own hard drive. And something I'm instantly noticing with these two computers is that the ports on this one are so much more quick and advanced because that project moves so much more quicker onto the hard drive from this computer than the 2009 MacBook Pro. That's because obviously USB gets upgraded over the years. And yeah, this is just all around a much quicker laptop, but again, it's 4 years newer, it's a much higher end machine, so that's to be expected. Alright, so I have closed the application ScreenFlow, and I'm just going to open the projects up how I normally would. The application's already pre-closed though. So yeah, let's just get right into the opening of that with the project. And alright, both cursors are on there. 3, 2, 1. Alright, so they're both opening. Obviously, much quicker. This one over here, still working out. You can actually see it in the, there we go. Alright. So now let's get into general. And one thing I want to touch on with these two laptops, the trackpads are actually very, very similar. The 2009 MacBook Pro actually has a very advanced trackpad for its time. It's still better than most Windows laptops today. Apple has really outdone themselves with their trackpads over time. These both do have a physical click with them, which is actually, I prefer that. It's really nice. And this will also be a test of the speakers. And here we are, a playback test. This is 4K footage. 2013 MacBook Pro, 2009 MacBook Pro. Let's do this. Alright, what's up guys, Nick here. Today we're doing a test on the iPhone 7 Plus camera. Now this part, I'm not expecting it to have that many issues because this right here is 1080p footage upscaled to 4K. But I feel like once we actually get to the 4K footage, then it'll have a little bit more of a struggle. Audio test, if you will. Yeah, let's get into it. We walk down the trail, the classic spot that I always film at. And it's just gonna be a good time. Let the good times roll. So those were a little bit of a speaker test. Let me mute that. This right here is the 4K clip, one with the tree. This is what it looks like a 2013 MacBook Pro. See, it plays back normally, no problems at all. But a 2009 MacBook Pro, this is what it looks like. It can't play it back really that well at all, but the rest of it was actually pretty darn good. Both have started their export. This one's saying about 12 minutes, and this one's saying it's gonna be about 30 minutes to finish the render. Now, I'm gonna quickly get some temps for you on 2013, because the 2009 MacBook Pro actually doesn't support Intel Power Gadget. So let me see what we got here, Intel Power Gadget. Let's update this thing. So we are running at about 3 gigahertz, which isn't too bad. So some things I'm already noticing about these two laptops is that the 2013 MacBook Pro actually kicked up its fans way sooner than 2009 MacBook Pro. The 2009 MacBook Pro is just starting to kick up its fans, even though we've already been in the export. The 2013 MacBook Pro is already done. I forgot to time it. That's why I really wish Intel Power Gadget was supported on 2009, so I could check temps and clock speeds, things like that, to make sure it doesn't thermal throttle. The 2013 MacBook Pro didn't throttle at all. At first it was kind of close. It was hovering around 99 degrees Celsius, but it still kept its turbo boost, and it didn't end up thermal throttling at all. Now thermal throttling is like where the CPU reaches its maximum operating temperature, which is 100 degrees Celsius, and when it hits that, it'll start to decrease its clock speed to cool itself down. And that didn't happen on 2013 and 2009. I wish I could tell, but I can't. And here we go, a little audio test for you, 2009 MacBook Pro. This is what it sounds like. Barely even kicking up its fans at all. Alright, so something that was actually a little unexpected was, here, look at the playback. So this is 2013 MacBook Pro. So you can see it plays back perfectly fine, audio's fine, you know, things like that. But if we go over to 2009, look at this.
We're doing a test on the
It's
iPhone
struggling to play back the footage. Alright, so just getting the general app launching. Let's just open up Spotlight. Look up Safari. 3, 2, 1, launch. Instantaneous. And then here we go on 2009 MacBook Pro. Slowly but surely it will load eventually. And there we go, after a very long amount of time, finally loaded. And now just looking at the thickness of it, as you can see on the right there is 2009 MacBook Pro, and on the left is the 2013. A lot more thin on the 2013 side, definitely a lot more portable for the 2013 model. 2009 isn't bad. Again, this is from 2009, which is 10 years ago pretty much. So of course, yes, there is a lot of difference in the size, but generally speaking, the 2009 is actually a lot heavier than 2013. Even though 2013 covers a lot more surface area, the 2009 is definitely a lot heavier. So of course, there's no surprise, 2013 MacBook Pro is a whole heck of a lot faster than 2009. That's not solely based on age. That's just because the 2013 MacBook Pro was one of the highest end MacBook Pros you can get back in the day. It pretty much has the top tier specs, has the best graphics card. It's most likely a mid-range CPU, has the highest amount of RAM you can get, and it probably has a mid-range SSD too. 2009 on the other hand, it's a 13-inch, so it's automatically not the highest end 15-inch. It also probably isn't the best. It probably has a lower end CPU, probably has a lower end hard drive. The graphics card in it is actually pretty impressive because I believe it has a dedicated chip. Has the NVIDIA GeForce 9400M. But yeah, it comes with no surprise, 2013 is a heck of a lot faster. It's definitely more geared for modern day use. But the 2009 MacBook Pro is no slouch either. I edited for, again, almost 3 years videos on it. This has gone from all my Minecraft videos to now my IRL videos that I'm starting to do. All edited on that 2009 MacBook Pro for 3 years. Then sometime mid-December when I got the new 2013 MacBook Pro, I really started to get into more video editing because that would edit just a lot smoother. It definitely edits way better just because of that SSD and all the nice internals it has. And overall, just generally I get a way better experience 2013. And that's been editing my videos for about a month now using Final Cut Pro. Definitely, Final Cut Pro is an incredible software. But yeah, that's it for me, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video comparing these two laptops. And the message I want you guys to take from this video is that it's okay to start with a low-end computer. That's what I started with for 3 years, 2009 MacBook Pro. And what makes you a better filmmaker is learning how to work around the shortcomings of your equipment. But that's it for me, guys. Thank you all for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.